Alright. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sicily, the Crusader Cakes 3 series here on our Lord Ness channel. And we're not in Sicily anymore, despite the name of this series, but we're still, based and centered, close by in terms of relevance. I used to be living there, but under the rule of Emir Sultan II David Stephanos, he exiled me from the realm. I can never return unless he is deposed or something happened to him, and maybe I would be welcomed back home one day. As I am leader Isma'il of the Salarian Sons, because we never forget where our home was, Salerno. But my destiny lies elsewhere, wherever the seas or the sands take me. I'm 11 years old and turned 12 this year, in which I've done a pretty good living for myself, to be real honest. As far as camp's concerned, as we're explorers. See, we have a level 2 pavilion, we got a baggage train, we have a camp perimeter, and a roaring campfire. I would like to save up the money until we get up to level 3, which will cost you 350, which would give us men-at-arms toughness if we have more of it, and more of that scheming and all that, and another building slot here for this. So yes, we have a fixed layout, we have a proficient trackers if we have more people with us, and we have local hangers on, which will receive occasional events to recruit useful locals, which we haven't found any yet. And already I'm a very good fighter myself, mostly thanks to my mother, Zenobia, which she's my second, in addition to being a caravan master, because she has the genius trait, which I do inherit her great intellect. I'm brilliant, but other genetic traits have yet to be revealed for Isma'il, so we don't know if he is just a genius, or will he have something else. We don't know if he's considered attractive, is he strong, is he loyal, perhaps pick up a negative trait, or even pure-blooded. We don't know. Well, what we do know for now is that he is brave, and he's a bit arrogant, though. So scheme secrecy goes down, which that could be his own undoing, which we don't know that yet. Especially whenever we bring more talented people along, if there is any. So, here we are. We're based in Tripolitania for now. That's our current residence. Let me bring it up again on Roll of Patrons. Now that we're back here. Yes, I used you for favors before, but I could request something out of you again whenever I wish to. But money's going to be earned soon. Oh, okay, I can't practice. Actually, one second. I'm actually going to exploit this little thing here. Sorry, Mother, this is just temporary. I'll make it a second again. Lower my prowess. Then hire a blade master to improve my own prowess. Notice the blade master can be a different skill that defines the maximum level you can take. The master can be competent, 15. Dangerous, 20. Deadly, 25, or elite, 30. Spent about 2 years training with a blade master to improve your prowess. After time passes, and if your prowess is not greater than your master's, and you are less than 40 years old, are neither incapable nor a prisoner, you might improve it again for about 2 more years. You can only pick this decision once in your lifetime. It'll cost you 75. I want to improve my fighting skill. Okay, we got that. Now back to... Oh, I made a mistake of firing Zenobia. didn't think this through. Oh, well, let's settle a boundary dispute. Let's start off with that first. Wanderers are good breeding. Experienced arbiters sought by the Arguan of Sabrata to settle a boundary dispute. Education in Tripolitania law would be helpful, but even satisfactory aid shall be paid. Okay, I'll be there. But here's the deal. When does this fire thing revoke the officer position? Check back in a year's time. Maybe I could put her back. But he's got average prowess, so I'll have him set that for now. And you can't replace it with anyone else. Yet. It's because she's a caravan master, and so I think we have to check her waits time, because usually when you fire somebody, it usually takes about a year, I think, if I remember old CK2 ways. But, anyways, let's go. Our arrival in Sabrata is met with little fanfare. Locals are in crisis over some ancient map or other that's been unearthed that completely redraws the boundaries between the two of the city's satellite settlements. Without a resolution, the best case scenario is interrupted attacks, whereas the worst might be a minor local war. Jibril is at pains to let us know that our coin depends on this comic situation quickly and quietly. Oh, play it safe. Just say, I could solve anything I put my mind to it. It gains stress every time you do that. It's the easiest option to get pay provisions. All world could be calm there because this area here, I believe it suffered through warfare lately. Yeah, get it back up. After hours of debate, accusations, occasional threats, I eventually identified several key indicators that the map is likely a forgery, and therefore worthless. Oh, certainly, some argue at first, but the evidence continues to pile up. Eventually, a conspirator cracks under the pressure and points the finger at a local magnate as a culprit. A simple arrest later, and Sabrata has something new to gossip about. Whilst the satellite agreements are forced to back down from another's throats. The tensions diffused, and things are well on their way back to normality. Jibril gratefully hands over our coin. Another happy patron. Your control's back to normal for the most part. Mind if I request something off of you? Yeah, we're definitely taking that off of you. Again, just doing something that will benefit us for our camp, because I would like to have that upgraded so we could get another building slot. Eager explorer. You're curious? I go on 6 company and protection. There's an XXP. Alright, where to? Leaving his lated meal, huffing way outside. Oh. Have a good one. Igalid of Misurata, disaster to my tent. Greetings. You said you're a man of the world, perhaps one with enough gold to venture far by the side of the ever-curious explorer himself. I heard that Mount Etna, oh, I've been there, is among Allah's finest creations. A sight truly breathtaking. Please take it to the native of Catania. Protect me on the road, and I'll reward you well with coin. You got it. This will be easy. Just simply sail there, then we're golden. Off to the sea. We are seafarers. The Siculo-Arabic culture. Reach the Malta channel. We got last our destination as far as we approach the Mount Etna. Wasn't sure I'd make it. You guys, but you've been a steady guide through every peril. Thank you. Your pay is well earned, and you must admit, Catania is astounding. I'll head back to my camp. 82 gold. Thank you very much. Upgrade that right now. It'll be a year's time. And save your money for another building. For another camp building. That would benefit us. You have a little situation there. What's going on? Holy War for Tripolitania. Holy War in the Kingdom of Africa. Well, this round's about to fall soon. Yeah, this entity wants that, and the other wants all. Yeah, looks like there will be a loss of the independent Tripolitania. And it appears those Longobards have took their lands back. I don't know about this, but let's give it a try. Hush! A clever observer is needed in Tripolitania. The head jailer wants me to keep an eye on his neighbors and their deeds. He's merely curious. That's all you need to know. I was supposed to meet Joe. Let's move to Tripolitania. Spy myself. Adopaga. That's a Longobard. I guess you got it from up there. But when I arrived, the house seems empty. There's no one about. You look confounded, traveler. Comes a whisper to shells. Are you really suited for this task? All we need is someone vigilant, cautious, and subtle. I frantically look about. The voice appears to cover different directions of each word. We've seen none of these, says the voice, as Adopaga appears behind me. I'll start planning a breakout immediately. Find secrets about it. Okay, it's not just here. Of course. Good on the heathen. The dwarf monk. There's more to religion than mere passion and rhetoric, resolved and innovative thinker are the heart of the preface scholarship. You definitely be the theologian here. Firoz, one of its courtiers, will be the justica. A knowledge of the law and a reputation for enforcing it is fairly admirable, if dry trait. He's just and he is honest. Perfect. He's in 21 days now. Just to keep things a secret. Mother Zenobia. She'll be the gabber. There's an art to speak it for an hour without saying a thing. It's further contributed because he's lazy. She'll be willing to talk all the livelong day. 10 days! Now we need to get the scheme potential up. Half-sister of mine. She still lives in Tripolitania. A friendly voice from a perfect church could go a long way in a crowd. And really, who's to say who knows who? I'll offer you prestige. And I'll offer you a hook, even though I don't know what you're going to do with it, but I'm going to give it to you. Family connections. Alright. This is another one of his wives. Can be convinced. Spend it on prestige. that'll be manageable. We're gonna get advantages up in a hurry. And I expect to be well paid for this. Can you give me my mother back in a second, please? Unless we find someone who's just as excellent as she is. But I did that because I wish to be trained by a blade master. 6 chances 69, but I think we need more advantages to add further improvement. Half Sister Zoe, you're fine. Ten advantages. Let's have a couple more. Everyone's opinion just got lowered. What, everything I had must have expired. $15. Can we get up to 20? Oh, we're redoubling the guards. That's what's going on. Armed retainers excel at filling those of serious ill intent, but can't stop hidden letters slipped. Nor conversation in the corner. So that causes court to guest opinion. 10%. That may have caused an effect, but so just redoubling the guards. We shall see about that. Wait until we get up to 20 advantage, and then we can implement that. 5 more months. You actually could keep track with that. Just another 10 more days and we got it. 3, 2, 1. Do it. Now, let's use it all. Cover at every angle. Now it's an 89% success chance. My liege is satisfied with the insights you've gleaned. You found what? 0? No small feat. I don't probably leads into the light. Suppose that's just somehow me in my tent. How did you get here unnoticed? I asked, confused before I could call my guards. There is no longer anyone there. Only a sizable sack of coins left behind. I'll simply take a gold. Try not to think on this. Thank you very much. And also, knowing that you're about to lose your country, I might as well take something off of you then. Again, I'm not going to, create my own army yet. I just need provisions to be very high before I even think about becoming a mercenary or anything like that. So I'll get all these provisions to fill it up all the way. And because this will put it above your capacity, an additional 168 will be sold to the local market for 8 gold. Thank you for your service, and what is that doing there? Caliph Abdul Haq. Holy War for Mira of Tunis. Kumaya. What's it? How's he doing up there? Stable. Already been paid. Finishing in 24 days. Oh, 4 months. I'm thinking about where to move next. I'm thinking about Egypt, like towards Alexandria. Since we have the max food capacity, we can travel along the coast. Or alternatively by sea, but I'll say no, let's travel along the coast. Scout for talent, and since we're here in North Africa, get the Trans-Saharan merchants. Every time you enter a barrier, there's a 5% chance you might gain a small amount of gold from a trade guild, depending on your diplomacy and stewardship. So you only count our domicile is in the Trans-Saharan trade region. It'll be slow travel, but it'll be a scenic route. Okay, maybe we won't go all the way there. Well, in this case, right. I want you to stop right there in Berenice. Move to here. And Barca. That provision loss would be too great. Okay, fine then. We'll travel by sea then. Forget about the, you know. Let's just go to there. Right. So we'll just travel by sea then. Not without a little visit to Sirte, and then back to sea. Got it? That settles it. So it does take up a lot. All the more reasons why we gotta increase the capacity of provisions by a lot. Especially if you're traveling in the desert. As I'm not used to desert travel anyhow. Saldan has imprisoned Wali Ahmad, my uncle. Did you rebel against him, or what is the matter with that man? Yes, we know. He's been imprisoned. What crime has he committed? We don't know. But he's going to inherit the land. Traveling to a grand wedding. Another grand wedding for him? What happened to the previous? Oh. Big learning experience. It's another building slot. That's what we need. A quartermaster. Either that or this is also a good one. I think that having even more provisions out there, get ourselves a quartermaster, then provision loss would be reduced. Yeah, that might be a good one. Or proving grounds, which honestly, this is just if you're going to start, beefing up a military. If you're going to start forming an army for yourself. Scheme secrecy. And I am arrogant. And having more scheme secrecy would be good. Head porter also has provisions loss reduction if you appoint one. I think we can do without that. I'll go for proving grounds. I think I have an idea. This is why we need more officers and some more talented people. Anything new around here? Oh, boundary dispute for small pay. Still would like to go to Alexandria though. But obviously traveling by desert is not an option, so your best bet is to go by sea. Avoid all this. So we'll be based in Egypt for a while. And plus there's oasis and floodplains. There's plenty of food to be found if you're gonna go get her. Here we are, the Pharos, the lighthouse of Alexandria. Escort emissary. Oh, just as when we were leaving. Can hunt criminals, instructor knights, uncover secret. Damn, you make me want to go back there. There was work to be found there. Just before we realized, I guess there's nothing for us. Nope, there is something for us. But first. Alright, escort emissary. Where to? Oh, this is a very short trip, because I forget Egypt is a bunch of smaller emirates and taifas, for the lack of a better term. So, a trip to Giza will be a short trip, and I get to see the pyramids. You got it. Gimme, gimme. Again, I want her back a second. Ah yes, Koranist Egypt. Parts of it is Koranist. Or I guess back to Cyrenaica then. If you don't have anything else for us, then what the heck is that over there? This is Arabian Empire, held by a woman. Interesting. It's just that title threw me off. Very well, back to Beta. Obviously, to the sea. It costs less provisions when you travel by sea. Proving grounds built. I see. How about we upgrade this further? Furthering the provisions capacity and travel speed. So let's upgrade the baggage train further instead. Tunisian and Badi uprising. Radiant conquest to come with the system. What? Oh yeah. It's a separate entity now. Granted independence, and this is their way of paying it back. Wants all of Sicily. Huh. Bold. Wants it all to herself. Alright, there's plenty of work to be had on this part of the world. Let's go uncover another secret. Files and years are needed. Even make out for work, discover personal secrets. Takers must be discreet. It's small payment, but I'll do anything for provisions at this point now. Preto Pavel's suspicion lies upon his sister-in-law, Theocatiste. So I find myself stalking through the halls of a church. She's clearly David counsel of herself. I chance some more steps closer, hiding behind a jutting wall. I can almost hear whispered words, whether they're confession to God or just wild muttering. Can't quite make it out. Chances aren't good, but I'll say settle a little closer. 65% chance that I sneak closer enough here, 35% chance can't quite make it out. Excellent. Excellent. Pretopal's moves as I bring him the news. I had my suspicions, of course, but to have them confirmed. She's a cannibal! He gestures at the guard to bring forward my pay, stroking his chin. I thought. Your reward, should I need help in the future. Do not hesitate to answer my call. Farewell, Leader Isma'il. Everybody believes what a little boy snipping around says. Now over at Barca, this is Instructor of Knights. Contract requires you to train Knights character interaction on Contractor's Knights. Well, I don't have a martial education, but I know good enough of it. At the least. Veterans for hire. My liege, Demarcos Daniel of Berenice. Or Berenica. Wishes to keep his Atanatoi in fighting shape. An experienced commander or swordsman is sought to pass down their knowledge. Good pay. Expected. A About 2 years have passed, and my competent blade master with 15 prowess has improved my skills. How much depends on my effort and the ease of understanding the mantis techniques. My prowess has increased by 2. Keep it up. Continue training. I'm willing to pay for all that. As I arrived, I'm greeted by Praetor Maximus of Bacchus Protostrator Daniel. I'm glad you can make it. We are in need of an expert in the ways of war, as our commanders are rather unschooled. Protostrator Daniel bows his head and quickly adds, at least according to our liege. Well, I would be pleased to invite you in, but my Praetor expects you to begin training immediately. Pick whomever you wish to have them on. You're asking me, a teenager, 13 years old, because they heard of my great intellect. Let me see those men. This is all you got? Well, Daniel, Merry Christmas. I'm going to have to train you. To know what I'm dealing with, I'll invite Dimacus Daniel of Berenice to spar with Gunnar, my dwarf monk of Sardinia. They take their stance, await an opening. Dimacus Daniel of Berenice strikes first. A barrage against Gunnar with his sword. Gunnar looks helpless, clearly outmatched by the foe. I stop him before it gets bloody. Thank you for your efforts, Daniel, but I've seen enough to know how to proceed with teachings. Daniel should just follow my moves. 57% chance that he learns a lot from me. Increase his prowess by 4. 42% chance that he can't keep up. But I lose arrogant for it. He can't keep up. Qasim Bakali, who's a local. I know what I'm doing, so I invite Qasim to spar with Gennady. They take their stance to wait an opening. Qasim strikes first. Barrage against Gennadi's mace. Gennady looks helpless. Clear match by the foe. You know, I don't think I'm going to get paid for this, but I need talented people here. You know, this is going to cause a failure with this. Oh, it's a failure regardless. So, come on in. I'll find an office for you. Yeah, the contract was a total failure. But still. Yes, I'm 2 years in debt, but I'll get out of this soon. Don't you worry. What are you good at? Can at least make you the huntsman. Huntsman's an alkali that weighs a horn, hound, and bow. They're responsible for planning and leading the camp's hunting expedition. May aid in the provision gathering. At least you gotta be good for something. Be on the lookout for renegades and reprobates haunting the backroads. If your sword arm is strong and your eye true, Wale Haka promises generous rewards in exchange for the head of a particular thug. I'm risking my life for this, but gotta do it for the money. Bring me his head. This band of Wale Haka works as no safely. Malcontents have been harassing my private estates. They burn, kill, and steal with near impunity. Slip it away before my retainers could clap them in the irons they so richly deserve. I don't know. The gang must be slippery to warrant such a private bounty. Their leader is one Malik. Bring me his head before he can slip away for good, and you'll have your payment. Small group travels faster. Oh boy. Gonna be traveling across the North African desert and sometimes out at sea. He could be anywhere. But travel with caution. Not that again. Took one of his men. We first meet Malik in the scorching deserts of Ajabia. The Solarian sun spread out towards around his own little band of ne'er-do-wells, all of us tense and ready for bloodshed. Would that we had met under such inauspicious circumstances, Isma'il, for I have no coil view. Opines Malik. Thus I fear you intend to follow your duty to its bitter end. A terrible stillness overcomes our assembled forces. No one's quite willing to break the silence for fear of what might come after. He's a poacher. That's what he's done. Vengeful and sadistic. I'm clearly outmatched by him, but let's see. If we could try to cut him down, he'll likely escape. Single in ambush, he may escape. I don't have troops. Or just bring him along and thus ending this contract prematurely. Let's give this a try at least. Signal an ambush to move him from behind. It's likely he'll escape. He slips the noose. So we'll meet him again somewhere down the line. Out there. Shortcut. I'm disappointed, says the sigh. I suppose I read these ruins before, and here they are, I suppose. We had stopped to camp for the night by some large ruins. Perhaps it was a fortress or a sizable mosque built by the ancients. Nothing huge, but that didn't scoff at either. Read about these ruins in a book, Canara claims. Yet there was once a magnificent capital here. In Ras Lanuf? What are you talking about? Oh. The ruins supposedly stretch for miles. Sounds so aspiring. Yet, this is it. You can't trust everything you read these days. Now you know, at least you know the truth about this place. I'm definitely going to fail this contract. Because I am not at the man's level. Tripolitania is now under Fatimid control. Now they're going to have to... Sicilians are rebelling again. Tripolitania is home to a wayside shrine of Habity passing by today. Locals tell us this on conference Charles spent a few days praying there. We're disabled, doing so would ensure safe passage of one's journey. I'm not sure how helpful praying this site would be, but I should at least pay my respects to all the warrior. Say a quick prayer, then move on. You have no travel options. My comment saucer has stolen my heart. Every glance my way sends my heart fluttering. However, when I approach with my feelings, the saucer turned me down with a laugh. I'll show them what it means to put me down like that. I'll be vengeful, increasing my intrigue while lowering my diplomacy a bit. But it does increase my prowess, as well as hostile scheme success chance against my rivals. And I'm allowed to fabricate a hook scheme against my said rivals. I'm arrogant and vengeful, and brave. Now we have an improved baggage train. Headed to Constantine. We catch up with Malika in the dusty drylands of Constantine. The slurring sun spreads towards and around his own little band of ne'er-do-wells. All his tents ready to bust. Back again so soon, Isma'il. After the last time I thought you learned your lesson. But it seems you have to teach you that the hard way. No terrible stillness overcomes our some force. No one is quite willing to break silence if you're what might come. Damn. I'll tell you what, if we can't catch you, I may have to recruit you instead. So try this again. Slips the noose. We'll have another encounter down there before we have to return home without payment. Brother Mikhail, you've been given land. Sure. The same for Nikephoros. If you have a minor rebellion or local circumstance, we'll be there for you. If it pays well. We'll catch him up again at the scorching deserts of Castilia. Damn and blast your infernal persistence, Isma'il. You will not cease hounding us? Take other work elsewhere, or you'll have no sliver out of your blood. It's likely he'll escape for the last time, but I give up. Could use a man like you. Yeah. And I get an army of fitting men. Sorry. Like, responds surprisingly well to my offer. After we get to talking, I'm able to convince him that I'm not only genuine, that I can offer a better, brighter future for both him and his entire band. Consequently, a lot of them have joined the Solarian Sons. Of course, I may not forgive me for betraying his trust, but ultimately I solved the problem my own way, did I not? He could go hang for all I care. Well, now you have taken your first steps. That's gallows bait. Not every crime concerns the greater good. Isma'il's made a name for himself as a petty criminal. Well, at least towards banditry. Not yet, at least. As I said, I gave up. What are you good at? You be a head porter or master arms? Okay. Unlocks train to tournament decision. How about a bodyguard? Okay. It's not as good as a bodyguard, but he could definitely be master at arms. Master at arms is tasked with keeping the fighting men in line, both at camp and on the battlefield. They're responsible for discipline and training. Men at arms damage and toughness goes up. And you do have a commander trait. Well, spared your life for this, you poacher. Respect is earned somewhere, even if it's the wrong kind of respect. Too bad I can't abort the trial right now. But at least we have two detractors. Oh, by the way, what are the differences? As the camp temperature is... In fact, let me read this here. Unlike the rigidity of a court, camps are largely formal places where grumbling from important characters, other than the leading adventurer, can matter a great deal. Steadfast camps account for positive character modifiers on their adventure. They require the majority of opinion on all named characters to be 60 plus or more. Mutinous camps apply negative character modifiers on adventure. They require the majority opinion of all named characters to be 30 or less. Minus 30 or less. Placated camps are anywhere the range of the opinions fall between the two extremes. They apply no modifiers. The effects of the camp temperament scale with adventurer's level of fame. The more famous the adventurer, the more dramatic possible benefits and drawbacks of the atmosphere in their camp. Like in this case, these two detractors here, they cause the contract schemes to be slower and less army damage. Supporters is the other way. Contract scheme growth and army toughness up. We gotta get out of debt sooner or later. And I think I know how. Just simply ask for money. But of course I gotta get to them again. Yeah, I guess we can move back to Egypt. Travel by sea, of course. Move over to the area. There's some work here. Plenty of it. Sister died. He's departed for the camp. There's nothing for me here, but plenty of opportunities in Egypt. Antonia is the High Chiefess. She changed her culture to the local one of the Chumash. Fair enough. Alright. Artifact delivery. Ah, here's a simple task. It'll be well paid. Cassilia. Go to Beirut. Oh, I know Beirut. Shall find this artifact well. Travel is said to be safe. Well, while we're at it, we should explore a bit of these other places that would get me the stewardship experience up. Of course, the site of the Battle of Yarmouk. Go over there as well. And of course, Jerusalem. Al-Quds. And even down to Petra as well. Just taking a scenic route through Palestine. Be willing to travel the land and back. Sip it for the sake of it, since I have all the traits. Now I just hope to get at least a decent intrigue education. If not, well, better start saving up money to go to the university. As we trudge down the road, the building holds in view. Battered sign reads outside. The 3 tons in. No luck here tonight. We better got room for our current. I'll just let anyone new. Inside the gatekeeper shakes and dismisses. Especially not you ragtag types. I'm no beggar. I'm Isma'il Hasmari, and I demand hospitality. Who do you think you're talking to? While traveling the deserts of Rafah, we met a lovely lass of Sunni extraction who introduced herself as Rabia. As we approach her, she begins singing and dancing what seems to be a local song, gazing at us seductively as she beckons for us to join her. However, as soon as I reach over to touch her, we realize there's nothing but a pile of sand in front of us. We only saw a mirage. Probably. So I was thinking of a 30-year-old beautiful woman. Our next sub isn't too far away, thank Allah. I swear I hear a giggle on the wind. So I counted a seductive mirage. A dulcet voice and moon-like face seemed so real at the time. So, for a year, in fact for the rest of travel, it's going to be a bit slow and slightly unsafe because of being out in the desert like this. But it says we'll be in Beirut in 34 days. Wait, where are you based in? Okay, he's joined Zagathos in a Liberty War. So I guess he's taken up a little bit of a mercenary offer, or inciting a revolt. And I saw he was sick earlier. I guess he caught whatever illness that's ongoing at that time. Tricarico sweats. Glad I don't live in that country anymore. Place is getting sicker and sicker. This is the Cavalry Arabian Empire. Lots of learning. In Baalbek, we hear rumors of a small Muslim shrine that unfortunately has healing properties. It's not a major site of pilgrimage, but there aren't many outside the region who know of it. However, this shrine does attract a constant stream of local visitors. Many here swear that worshipping Allah at this shrine has helped the ill recover from a number of ailments. My charity companions and I debate where it might be worth to stop by this shrine and spend some time there while we pray and make offerings to Allah. I don't think it's a bad idea to pray to Allah there. Visit the Anja. Passed through the site of the Battle of Yarmouk. Did not pick up the military trait. Passed through Jerusalem / Al-Quds. And through Petra. Water at last. We've been traveling for much of the day, weary and tired, as there hasn't been a good place to properly rest for several hours. Yet, wasn't this supposed to be a well-traveled road? Yet, lo and behold, eventually we saw a small stream of water, and what more, there were old, worn-out bronze cups hung by the chains of a nearby boulder. It seems that the locals, or perhaps whoever's in charge of the region, generously provided these cups to travelers to more easily collect water. Thank Allah for this refreshing water. Gotta be turning 15 next month. And we better start saving up for a university visit. Just hang on. Should go do this next, as we did hire 2 people. We did bring in 2 people who are more martial oriented. If I was to visit one area of the university, it would likely be Baghdad. You know, home of the House of Wisdom and everything. I mean, obviously you can't go there as a child. But at the max you need 322 gold, so start saving up on that. Don't spend any more on camp upgrades. Just do what you gotta do. Sell swords of good repute. The Wali of Shaka urgently seeks discreet swords for hire for short posting. Handsome reward offered for swift, clean work. You got it. Swift, clean work you'll need. And you'll get. My needs are simple, explains Mazaban. There are certain thorns on the rows of the base. I would have you remove these prickly characters. Can't be seen to remove them directly, so you're gonna have to deal with them for me. I draw them across my neck quizzically. No, I clarifies on part. No serious bloodshed. Just keep it silent about killing them till they understand what it is to disrespect the Wali. Seems simple enough. Let's just get on with our task. This is just balanced. You got 2 Muslim. Damn, you can do it all. You'll be the bodyguard. Zenobia needs to be the lookout, as need to reduce the number of days. Cost and can be the muscle. And at bare minimum, be a footpad also, just to reduce the number of days till we get more advantages over time. Can I replace you back with... No, I can never get Zenobia back as a second unless you find someone who's just as good. Let's try my luck in the ruins this time. A small trinket. A lucky mystery coin. A lucky Egyptian coin. Native striker. The once imprinted surface is now smooth and incessant thumbing into it night. So, stewardship level for stress level. Domain tax is up a bit, and a bit of monthly stewardship lifestyle experience. Although I don't live in a domain, but hey, lucky coin. Something to fiddle around with. Alright, what's the boss doing? So I believe his camp was based, yeah, he's based in Acera. Now he's over there. Still fighting a liberty war. Even though he would be on the losing side, but he'll still get paid regardless. I should visit the realm of the High Chief this one day if I ever get more provisions. Like, leave Egypt and go up to, up to Constantinople for a brief stay before we go up to there and visit a realm for a short period of time before we get back to sea. Because you never resist the temptation to call to sea. What's my skill like? Good. Keep trying a bit more, then you'll reach up to the max. Though I'm not seasoned, because I haven't experienced much dangers. So now my priority is saving up money to get to the university. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be that guy. Give me gold. Increase my prowess by 2. It's the end of the line. I superseded him. Oh, you're near death. I'll respectfully decline. Saldan's reign of terror continues, and my sister died a leper. He decided to attack Italy? Are you mad? You are losing that war because you're up against not just Italy, but also Benevento next door. And Imperator Augustus Maurice. At least the Pope couldn't be bothered. Damn it, Saldan. You're bringing your country to ruin ever since you exiled me. And this epidemic, a localized epidemic of typhus continues to plague the region that once was prosperous. That's why my destiny lies elsewhere. And perhaps Antonia can be viewed as an inspiration. But now, I'm finally going to be an adult this year. I could do more responsibilities. 4 dukes, 1 count. Wait a minute. 4 dukes, 1 count. The 1 duke is the single ruler. But the count, I believe that's from within the realm somewhere else, right? Let me have a look at that. Wow, this continues to increase. Made it antagonistic. Taranto. Ah, I didn't know she is a landowner. Lives over there, within Italy. That explains the single count. I'm probably gonna have a bad education since I went without a guardian for years. A bad intrigue education, which can be improved upon. That's why I'm saving up money for universities as a way of making up for it. Here it comes. With the help of Zenobia, I finally concluded my studies in the art of intrigue. My achievements were not great, but it could also have gone worse. Take my first steps as adulthood and find myself reminiscing about some of the people who made an impact on the man I've become. The friendship I shared with Mother Zenobia meant a lot to me when we were both young, and I still have her by my side means a lot. Isma'il, you're a man now. Flamboyant trickster. Honestly, that's what I kind of expected. It would be a tier 2. But again, it can be improved upon if you go to that university and you do well in your studies. Since I've been well traveled, I got 6 perks. Let's see. Ooh. Well, first you gotta select. Takes you over subterfuge because intrigue scheme phase length faster, prowess scheme length faster, scheme secrecy up as a way to offset my arrogance. Hostile scheme growth goes up. And time for next perk every 3 years, all thanks to local hangers on, me being a genius, and being a flamboyant trickster, and having high intrigue, which can be further improved upon. So in the meantime, we should be thoughtful, and if we get more of this, best foot forward would be the way to do it. Yes. Now, as for stewardship, let me see. Not terribly concerned about provisions capacity, because, you know, bound to the sea, and you don't need to travel through land as much. Ooh. Damn. I'm just looking at all this. Okay, camp tax. At least we start making money instead of having to rely on contracts all the time. But it's for starters, and reduces a bit of a cost when building things. And have that too, to have a reduction of gold cost if you're going to refill men-at-arms whenever you have one. Which I do maintain a small band of criminals right now. Men-at-arms or equipment costs reduced, that's what you need. Especially when you visit more areas. But may recruit cultural men-at-arms from where you're located. That's important. That's important to me. So campsites, so men arms counter efficiency, less siege time phase, and bonus modifiers from steadfast camp. Taberna now scale by the number of followers of 15 to learn more, 1 per follower. And as for wandering, which we'll get a perk very soon once I go back. And by the way, in case you are hearing any noise from in the background, if the mic is picking up on it, I apologize in advance. That's guys working on the roof again. Aha! Designated terrain decision. And makes it less dangerous. You know how I'm used to traveling in deserts nowadays. So, it could be unlocked for a wandering style tree. You can choose a terrain group to specialize, and certain perks will provide different boons to the terrain group chosen. Because that's why I've been hugging along the coast and did not want to go further in the desert yet. So finding a way there would be well. Designated terrain provisions use reduced. Yes, yes, that's definitely a yes. So, just being used out in the desert for now. Also like to have those as well. I mean, you gotta mix it up sometimes. So yes, I'm a man of intrigue. I'm a right-hand man of these explorers here. That means I can enact more decisions, such as designated terrain. So, this is a permanent choice. So, drylands. So yeah, my people, the Siculo-Arabs that live in Sicily, have forgotten what it's like to live out in the desert like their ancestors. But now, I do. It's time to decide where to focus my efforts to lead my followers to dusty drylands, the towering highlands, the open lowlands, or the depths of the woodlands. So I'll go for drylands. Focus on deserts, drylands, oases. So, now it's less dangerous to travel in these aforementioned terrain types and use less provisions. Well, I'm used to that now. And while I'm here out in the desert, let's see. It's still not as much, but my hunter will trap us some game. See if he can find any. But anyways, keep going. I can finally start doing adult-related things, including seek higher education, which will cost you 100. It's just drilling. That's what's going on out here. I want to wait until 20 vintage again. I find myself spending an evening in a local tavern where I soon became locked in conversation with a most particular old sailor who loudly relates tale after tale. I try to share my own, but Oaken simply bursts into laughter after I begin. You're like a wound, my lord, and look at me, old missing leg. I wager not have the stomach to watch you vanish into the briny abyss. Had to lick a plug, I did, not to use its place in its place. Those are the glory days, my lord. Oh yes, nice. How long to live with them again? An O'Connie man. But I can. One-legged, 40. Skill-wise, though an eccentric, but he's brave. Look, we have a need for an old sailor around the camp. I'm just going to go against this for once. He can be a bit of a muscle, even if he's not good at his craft. Every little bit helps. Unless we find someone better. In addition, we named him Quartermaster because he's at least good at something. We have at least more capacity and less provision loss. every time we move to somewhere. In addition to being a quartermaster, you should also be the head porter. Even less provision loss and more capacity. So he's the man who handles the food and supplies. An old one-legged sailor. You what? Sakatra, a Nestorian Christian emirate, which does have a foothold here, wants more. They call him the Mad, as he's an eccentric, is the quartermaster and head porter. Again, I'm going for the 20 advantage part. Could have taken advantage of the bolt had you waited sooner. Now there's two revolts. Life in close quarters, magnified ratio, both good and bad. Fortunately for Zenobia and Malik, you know, the bad guy, their common interests here one another out and waiting for the opportune moment has proven a strong bonding agent. The two laughing and joking together can be riding alongside one another on the roads become increasingly common sight. Good for them, they become friends. Zara's pox. Special soldiers. What are these special soldiers exactly? The Galsbait scum? Bandits. Good against heavy infantry and archers. That's what we have. We'll stand down on succession. Distant shores. The stroll through the market is a strange land. Vendors beckon an alien tongue, and I'm lost in a sea of foreign scents, but strange all this feels like home. I hear the sweet melodies of drums echoing through the market, dogs crying in the wild. Starting to feel myself starting to belong. My fate rests on this alien sand. Strange birds wheel in the sky, and at last I feel satisfied. A man walks to by, but he still is me. Why on earth would I want to become Egyptian? So I'll say perhaps all Siculo-Arabic should find a home here. This is just to reduce men-at-arms recruitment cost. A historian seeks my patronage to write an chronicle of Amir Saldan's ruined life. Grandfather. Mukhtar fears that it must begin now while there remains true witnesses to his greatness. I wasn't alive when he was around. But as for you, an ascetic who's gluttonous, arrogant, but ambitious. Very well, please stay with us while you write your piece. And while you're at it, are you, any good? You know, Move muscle. Okay, just 1 second. Victoria is at least good at footpad. We'll put you back there. Just a few more days left to get another scheme. Need to get 20 advantage. I need something more lucrative. Two of my agents, Malik and Qassen, seems to have found a common cause in our plan beyond the basic goal. Impressed by his compatriots' skill with logistics, will, and leadership presence, required to hire muscle. Qassen is taking a study of what Malik does differently to himself in hopes of improving his own skills. Harmless enough in theory, but it doesn't help our overall goal. Perhaps there's something I can learn from this. Simply for the sake of my own. Probably get this. Can make requests, start a grand tournament for count rank rulers or above. It's truly fortunate I'm afforded the chance to this plan with this contract with my mother, Zenobia, by my side. Better, more observer date no man could ask for. Always wanted to go extra mile for our needs. Always focus on how to best advance the contract. More recently, her work has resulted in a shortcut that would save us a significant amount of time. Excellent news! We got it! Let's do it. 87% chance of success. Wonderful job, Isma'il. The gardens of Belvez is beautifully, blissfully silent. I can rest a little easier at night. Toss me a pouch of silver. Please stay with us next time I pass through the area. I'm sure we can find suitable lodgings, not to mention suitable employment for such an enterprising young explorer. We have a long path ahead of us. And mind if I ask you for some money? I need it. So I could go pay for the damned to the university. I gotta go to the House of Wisdom one day. Here we go. Okay, you have to be an adult to make scout for talent work then. I came across a man while passing through Al-Mansura. He is benevolent and open to as I approach. I'm getting tired of kicking around like a dog. No one respects me there. Every last as soon as Fazal e Katab is uttered. Fools. Fools! Swines! Gah! I got so mad. I must get out of here. I'll be willing to join your camp, he continues. A few coins would be enough to lure me away from this place. You any good? Yeah, you might be good. You could be my stooge, but I can only pay you in food and clothes. I don't expect to do much traveling. Right. What was next? I'll take a shot at it. Lose the duel. Wall. Okay. Gain traveler's season experience when you arrive at destination. Either that or... Let's see. Okay, the options are largely the same as it was in the world, except for this. They should go for organized camp. Faster travel speed for moving the camp. And use less provisions while we carry more. That's ideal. Right, now that we're here, let's visit the castle holding for the first time. No man is an island. Let us visit the local castle holding of Rashidin. See what it has in store for us. You'll get to listen exotic stories or recruit followers. Train with the elite guard or warlike to recruit warlike followers. Buy provisions, sell artifacts, or cruise contracts. Few places are as majestic as the castle. There's no exception. Al-Maghrebian troops, banners are visible everywhere in the city. As you pass through the main gates, you'll spot a handful of guards picking out for the embrasures above. My fighter is Ka-Sen looks around with a content face, seemingly enjoying the change in scenery. We should mingle with the locals at the tavern. That's why I couldn't go in those castle holdings. Child's not allowed to go to taverns. But anyways, the tavern, gathering travelers and local Maghrebian alike, is brimming with activity. The storyteller is seated by the fire, a bit further in. Up front, the gathering shabby chums pester the silver of a more violent chaba, and at the corner counter a seductive meek since, seemingly bored. By the entrance, I spot a conspicuously hooded figure, clearly someone who values their privacy. Well, this is a lot. I wouldn't mind hearing a story or two. Have a seat by the fire. And that they call her Tariel, the first line. But that story is for another time. The storyteller gives a mysterious smile and lays back in his fireplace seat, takes another sip of the violet shaba. 6% chance you may increase the skill, 1% chance you may gain livestock, so 60% chance you get exotic martial for only 3 months. Or just say, how do you tell a story so well? And it gives me some wit. Or just say, well, that was a great story, friend. I'll just say, that story has a few good points. Alright, free 300 martial. And, haha! I get stalwart leader. Nice! I'll say, oh my, who's that? Walk up to the Minx by the counter. I'm intently observing the Minx, sitting herself down by the nearby table. The tavern owner called her Alia. Didn't he? She looks puzzled as I approach her. Possibly because my internal turmoil is clear as day on my face. Why should I bother me? I'm leader Isma'il, the Salernian sons, damn it! Keep myself reminded of these accommodations in order to remain calm. Mostly failing. Now look, she's past childbearing age. I don't know why I'm getting along with this older woman. Not to mention noble woman. And fellow Koranist. You have any skills that would be good for us? No. And join her for free is likely because I have higher intrigue. And I ain't no seducer. Or maybe just have her around as, oh, I don't know, company, but I'll just say it's second thought. Now, who's this hooded man? And there's the seating text, and Mr. Ruffy remarks are very small as he motions to the hooded figure's chair. That's an additional bit of gold, certainly. The hooded man immediately stands up, and as the hood drops, I recognize none other than Ras Jibber Fotwa. This is an outrage, Raz exclaims clearly for us. Don't make me inquire of my business associates, the Ruffy threatens. Situation grows increasingly tense. Oh, heck. His bodyguards are right outside, you know. This is an intrigue challenge. 95% chance I convince the ruffian, which turns out to be this 33-year-old woman who's got a club ready to whack him. So, 95% chance to tell him to leave, and then I add him in a roll of patrons. Likely ask for money. 4% chance I fail to convince the ruffian, in which he either gets wounded or I get wounded. Nobleman saved. That's who that was. This hooded figure just turned out to be the Hajib, which is steward. Let's head back. Oh, and by the way, he's possessed. Right, you still have money on you? Oh, lots of it. Thank you very much. Now we need is a couple more to go to that university. And meanwhile, let's think of something else here. Moving away from the town entrance, I walk along a narrow path, past some crooked houses into an adjoining open space. Ahead of me lies the path to supply merchants and artifact peddlers. Over yonder I also spot what looks like a town crier in the distance. Supplies are this way. From yams to fabrics, to firewood to sewing thread, supply merchant Mahmoud has it all. The stall is filled to the brim with whatever want my knight need for the night in the wilds. I move a bit closer to draw his attention, and he lights up, he looks at me with a friendly smile. Ready to catch your interest? For max capacity, that's 200 gold. I'll say, isn't that the Emir over there? 75% chance that we steal the supplies. 24% chance that I fumble and raise his suspicions. Ah, damn it. Okay, I'm not spending that money here. Maybe the town crier has something for us. The town crier perks up as I approach, insistently chattering about the nearby contracts posted by local nobles. He's accompanied by a friendly, shifting, white and brownish gray old cat, who looks at me with the clearest blue eyes as I attend listen to their listings. I acknowledge stewards for needed organizational assignments, righteous harbingers needed to upheld order, professional travelers wanted for escorted ventures. Oh, I want to travel. I'd be up for it. I want to get the hell out of this place. We're done here. I'm not going to take a look at Castle. I need quick cash. Escort emissary, escort emissary. So, from enough, you want to go to Samanud. That's not a Muslim name. That's a Sogdian name. Okay. Short travel. Thank goodness for smaller independent city-states. Just some quick cash and then to the House of Wisdom. Pay up. Just about set outside, starts pouring down rain as far as the eye can see. I can't help but curse my poor luck. That I see the dark clouds coming for a while. If we want to make our journey on time, we have to set out. It's a risky journey with the weather being what it is. Opportunity to rest. Trade him. Sister's been captured by Jarl Siegfried. Whatever this business is, it's none of mine. Let's escort this emissary, then we get to go. Where to? To Siwa. You got it, because I'm used to desert travel anyhow. Oh, by the way. No, you're not anywhere near the Trans-Saharan trade region. You have to be outside of Egypt for that. Like as far as Tobruk. You're around there. That's when you're allowed to do it, so I think I should move back to here, then pick up the right, and then to the House of Wisdom and Baghdad. You got it. As we walk through the streets of Alexandria, there's a loud ruckus by one of the market stalls. Two men yelling at one another. While making my way there, a man's already stepped in between and talked them down. See, it will be fine, tells the man with the stall, smiling, hands him a coin. It was a simple act of kind generosity returns normalcy. As he turns to reapproach, no banner or mark is telling of any leader. Perhaps a wandering knight? We need someone like him. Plus, I'm going to be well paid anyhow. An honorable knight like you should serve a lord, like myself. Come on in. As we continue through Abyssia, my eye catches an elaborated, decorated tomb amidst a network of common graves. The tomb appears to be cracked open. Just within its mouth I see the glimmer of some unknown treasure. None of my party to be around, and certainly whoever once owned the contents of this tomb will not cast judgment on me for taking what would otherwise be unused. I'm sure nobody would notice. 93% chance I gained some gold. Making some of it back. 6% chance that catch me and I'm a grave robber. Flip some grave goods uninterrupted. Thank you, Egypt. Remember what happened. It's just a bit of mold. I'm ill, but I'm young in my prime, so I shall live. Do no more is necessary. He offered me a clear potion in a gilded vial. As I tasted the previous remedies of Gunnar's, were worried at first, then I drank it. I could detect neither odor nor taste. When I inquired about the ingredients, he told me it was a secret recipe. The mysterious post-it turned out just what I needed. Now the worst of my symptoms living in the world seemed a little brighter. Right. I don't know the language of the Tamazight. I only know one language, but perhaps I should learn their tongue since I feel like I'm a permanent resident there. Let me try. Got lost here. If we find a local Tamazight person, speaker, I want to learn its language. Got it. Use that request. Oh, he's sick. Can you treat him? He's got pneumonia. Near death. Oh well. I say that because I'm a bit vengeful. Need some provisions for once. Muddy roads. 5 days. It is known of the mystery. People are ardent believers in the Zaydi faith, and do not take kindly non-believers. Let us overseers on a route that we must pass through. Quickly, though, the village is vengeful set upon us like a wolf prowling its meal. Before we have a chance to react, local mullah descends upon us in a rob of raging fanatics, screeching about our alleged heretical beliefs and demanding we pay atonement for past through these lands. Damn, he's well learned. Guess we have to lose that debate then. Okay. Let's get out of this place. Head to Tobruk. Travel by sea, of course. But at least it's a lot less reduced of the provisions use when you're traveling in a place like this, but I still prefer the sea. It's safer. Hey, yours not, though. After nearly a year, Mukhtar presents me the stirring end of the Muse Saldan's exploits. Saldan with the tress. Saldan the Great. 100 renown. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're trying to move closer. No longer the physician. Give it a moment. And he was my second. Ooh, eager explorer. Okay. Don't be too tempted, though. You got better things to do. Aaron, young man. You're the new second. You'll be the physician, Zenobia. You may not have the talent at it, but have it. We need help. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Go to the House of Wisdom to be educated. And while you're here, disregard that. Bring the Trans-Saharan merchants with you. So we can make some money on the way to there and back. But I think it's better to travel inland. Yes, like that. And a few places around there too. Such as there and there. Okay. I would like to study hard. Petra. What the hell? That's completely random. I know it's randomly generated religion and culture, but a Bosnian woman who is from Christianski, Bosnian church. Like, what are you doing out in the North African desert? But is a renowned Trans-Saharan merchant. Nevertheless. That's quite random. It's always randomly generated. Our journey to Baghdad has unfortunately brought us directly to the wastelands of Marsa Gabes. We're not prepared to undertake this long stretch without a single source of water, and many of my companions have begun to look awful as dried turnips. I need to do something fast. Inspiring speech might quench their thirst for now, and did. Right, while we're here, ditch. Since you have baggage train level 2, I wish to give a sponsoring this biography to most of the party kingdom was most inspirational. Half-brother says. Later, Isma'il, I met the most fetching woman here in Barton. Before he fights out, stumbles the adjustment. Our family would not let us marry without paying me a sizable dowry. Status out. Please help me. Let's see if she's willing to run away with you. 85% chance that this woman here will join you. Gotcha. Did you a favor here. How weird can you treat him? Intrigues keep fast. You should consider saving up for private tents. Oh hell. Where are we? Still in the Nile Delta area. The rain hasn't left, but the wilds have been traveling through Saha. I've been nervously eyeing the rivers. Its murky waters have swelled ever larger, like some pus-filled blister. My mother Zenobia is complaining. Once again, we've been trekking through this sucking cesspit for days. Wind is since the bank finally breaks. A rush of thick, dark water sloshs towards supplies at Zenobia. Save Zenobia. Oh, hell. Shall be a lot slower. Got to save my mother. Oh, I'm sorry for you. She just ran out of water. All that. And I forgot I was healed the whole time. Bad luck, man. It's just only a couple of us. Locals around here must have some. And you just got wounded. You have the worst of luck. I don't think we're being unreasonable, snarks the cook, who presumably draws short in his jaw, coming to speak to me, waving an arm dismissively, surrounding the terrain all the while. All this beautiful farmland, and we can't just find Little time to stock up on the little luxuries that make our food bearable. I sigh. We're in a conversation already. Wonder which will break first. Yes, provisions are perhaps a bit low where I'd like them to be. There's little cause such alarm. It's not in the budget. Quite stern on provisions. This character's followers will learn to make do with or else make do without. Use less provisions. Even more. I've been traveling for a long time until I found a cave in the wilderness. Curious, I took a few steps in. I saw nothing but darkness. Almost for one of my guards to bring a torch. And once I had the light from the torch fire to help us see further, I realized this cave must have been very deep. A couple of bats were hanging about, observing me warily as I considered what to do. I'm feeling adventurous. Let's explore that cave. By Charlie, together with Petra and her merchant caravans, I've come across business opportunities that I would not have otherwise. While in Damascus, we were able to secure a favorable trade deal with the merchants who I met there. I could accept the deal as is, or risk it and haggle to get even more out of the other merchants, but they might refuse, the deal might fall through. The original agreement is fine. I know what we're going to do with that money. Get? Oh, just a few gold short. Ill again. While in Al-Castal, we come across some ancient ruins. A number of destitute beggars and faggots were squatting there, having nowhere else to go. Some my entourage says we should move on. Lord knows what desperate vagabonds could be up to. Others, however, say they appear harmless, and we should give them some money to sign of charity. As an arrogant man, I say, let's be on our way. They unnerve me. Occasionally recruit interesting characters along the way, whenever we get private tents. Treat me, mother. Relax your breathing. The feather in her hand looked almost ethereal as she began to gently brush on her mouth. Evil, be gone, she urged as I sneezed loudly. Strange circumstance, just what I needed. Oh, damn it, what happened? Pneumonia. Oh, yeah, I think. So, came across the man while past the auto. He's brash across the arms. Greetings, my name is Theophilos Katakris. I've overseen the loadings of carts at the Rabat market for years. I've organized a dozen farmheads and local mills. Yes, what I have done. I'm willing to join your camp. What is a Greek doing out here in this part of the world? I'll pay you in food and clothes, since you're pretty good. We lost our second, but we found you. Plus, money's going to the private camps. Do you have a place for the man of Allah? So sorry. Oh, finally, someone of our faith. Not the opposite, but could do a man from the wilderness. Here we go. Turning a bend on the path, we come across a group of people covered in dust, emerging from what must have been an impressive tomb. They hoist burlaps up that jingle and jangle, weighed down by trinkets that dug out of the ancient building. Times are hard, dear leader. Our families must be fed and we're not doing harm to anyone among the living. Editor looks up at us with trepidation. She clearly realizes it does not look good for them. The leader deserves his cut. Travel companion Zenobia examines the loot. 78% chance picks out a precious treasure for me. 1% chance nothing catch special. But instead, we got 10. Ledge! Almost there. Practically there. Here we are. I'm finally at the gates of Baghdad, a renowned university seat. All knowledge is collected inside these halls. Scholars reputed from all over the world assemble these same hallways to preserve and increase the true of wisdom. I'll soon join them. Of course, major centers of culture are also active markets for all the distractions that a student could ever desire. Time to get started. And picked up the intrigue lifestyle. I'm looking. Successful seduce schemes against rulers will add royal patrons. Yeah, right. God dang. Search for secret trial option, that's fun. Hostile scheme. Scheme. But that idea of more gold rewards for criminal contract is tempting. Although I'm not really a deceitful character, I'm not into scheming. Dark insights would do. We should go down towards the path of torture. Or at least add to the point where, we should take up crime. I mean, I've done a little bit of criminal activity myself, but that's just what we got this guy over, but I haven't done much beyond that yet. While crossing the river Baghdad, some of our supplies came loose and fell into the river. We watched helplessly as the water swept the supplies away. Well, a lot of our supplies are still with us, thankfully, but we still lost quite a bit. My companion says David suggests on what to do. Some say we should go downstream and see if we can recover some of the supplies. If they wash swords, we should cut our losses or purchase replacement supplies in the next town. Yet others should bear our misfortune and try to continue along. We'll try to recover some of that downstream. Oh, and by the way, yet the private tents intrigue scheme phase length, and also more intrigue lifestyle experience. We get that every 3 years. Let's focus. Listen to me, Jamas shouts maniacally. If you read between the lines on the judgment of the stars, it's obvious. You just need to combine a rock, a turnip shaped like my face, and a chicken, while adhering to the principles of reason versus faith. Trust me, it'll work. Perhaps it was a good idea for Jamas to study 36 hours straight. I don't have time for your nonsense, Jamas. This is my attempt to try to improve the intrigue education. Turgid students. Teacher Russ shouts, Wally Massoud ho. Our benefactor, Wally Massoud, is dangerous to visit. He's a ruler of these lands, beyond your best behavior. You're debating etiquette in foreign courts. I'm quite fond of studying myself. Hope your studies are going well, Wally says while winding his stance. The Wally has the power to assign special privileges to students like myself. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to speak up. You're most benign. Halls of the University of Baghdad often echoes the debates of students and teachers, some of which escalate to notorious rivalries like between Nasol and Amir. When I find out they are, as usual, screaming at each other, trying to prove whose field of study is better equipped to discuss bravery versus Kofi, Exodus, or something less usual. However, is that they suddenly notice me approaching to ask me to take a position. Who do I like more out of you two? I'll say Amir pursues the worthiest knowledge. Baghdad is often home to fervent debates among teachers and students alike. After a particularly enlightening lecture from my teacher, I find myself dragged into one such debate with another student, James. No, you're making no sense. You're completely misrepresenting the philosopher's point, I scream. You're a complete delusion, it fires back. From the corner of my eye, I see a mere stare. There's a pensive look in his face. 99% chance. It's almost like you think that man is a dummy. Maimed and possessed. But, as the mess says, much more successful. The boss has created his own cadet branch, Nicophorosit. Students, we have an esteemed speaker joining us today. Teacher Musa exclaims, let us welcome Akab Zahiri, the utmost authority on the Shari doctrine in Baghdad. Greetings, Akab starts silently while cracking his knuckles. Today we'll be exploring collecting rare manuscripts and how it connects to the nature of Allah. The other students straighten their backs and procure their quills. This is going to take a while. Jiminy Christmas. Just this once. Just this once. Don't make it a habit. Baghdad is center so that truly attracts students from all over the world. The realization hits me as I contemplate myself how myself and many of my fellow pursuers of knowledge, including Nishan and Jamas, are all foreigners of Baghdad. If there's any way I could take advantage of this. I'm only here to study. Unfortunately, I get two. One perk point and a medium chance to This has been such an amazing experience. When I left, I couldn't even imagine the number of wise men that studied Baghdad. I delve with their thinking, the breadth of their research. Just being part of the same environment has made me a much better person. With my newly gained knowledge, I can make my way home very satisfied. We can keep touch. You two are part of the roll of patrons now. I was able to improve my intrigue education. Excellent. And in addition, get 2 more intrigue lifestyle perks. A lot of gold was invested in buying reference books, and my intrigue skill increases by 1. I have the Siculo-Arabic Administration of the Kingdom. An elegant manual of insightful advice and experiences in profitability running, possibly not ruining a country. The cover is wood that's been painted to display a repeating image of floral motifs. Thanks. Now we'll end the episode on our way home and keep going. We won't lose piety or clergy opinion from torture or executing others. I'll be quite dreadful. Fine day like this. The weather is nice. The pastures of Nagaland look great. Local livestock are positively jumping and cheering in their own guttural manner. Cows are walking next to their mothers, their fur shiny and clean. Overall, the place is very competent on, though I do notice a couple of oddities that I would manage a bit differently. The local matriarch approached me. Fine morning to you, my lord. Are these beauties not a sight to behold? I'm Sir Bekchaka can take care of his own pastures. Have that equipped. Osman, the local captain, and a few of his officers greet me as my entourage into the military camps of Baku. I briefly observed the regiment grounds and then dismount. Groups of soldiers are engaged in battle plans. I nod, appreciating the organized chaos I'm observing. Now what would my lord want to do next? He looks at me expectantly. Spindly. Oh, good. You should join me. What do you think? Choked on it. Farmlands of Baku are swarming with tiny, dark, blood-sucking insects. No matter what we do or what we go, they're there, leeching our blood like a torturous cloud sent by Shaitan himself. Not only the horses are getting flighted temperamental, the montage, especially my fighters, Kosten, who's fiercely flaying the sink with covered arms. Push through, they're mere insects. Got a tiny health penalty, and more prone to stress. But you have private tents now, so you have increased stress loss. Even, yeah. Let me read that description again of this. The private tents, damn it. Oh, it's because of that, in a way. Oh, hold on. Wrecked boat. As we travel by the Euphrates, we notice a man loudly cursing his life and complaining about his traitorous crew. As we get closer, it seems about the remains of a small wrecked trading vessel. My lord, can I ask him over your time? I'll happily pay for some food and assistance with repairing my boat. He asks with a pained smile on his face. Knows most of his goods are well kept despite his misfortune. Yeah, of course we can help out. Treat him. So private tents again. Even more so than most surroundings. The camp is a communal space. One ill-suited for personal intimacy. Most farmers appreciate having an area to simply be alone together. Allows me to occasionally recruit interesting characters. I need to start going into more in the life of intrigue and crime. Sitting in my tent, I find myself poring over accounts, maps, and manuscripts detailing exotic and far-off kingdoms, such as tantalizing stories to tell. Such strange places this world has to offer. I wonder, do people hear such stories about us? Am I parsing mere rumors, truthful, and fantastic accounts of places seemingly far from our last gaze? I find Romagna fascinating. Maybe one day we shall return to there, but the words are hard. Follow that child. We delve deeper on Earth, the landscape behind for increasingly damp, dark tunnels. Finally catch up with the girl, I'm distracted by a splendorous sight. The ancient system of underground canals extends as far as the eye can see. Welcome, leader. A very own palace. It's likely the door for even yours. She looks at me defiantly. Clearly dismayed I'd managed to follow her way down here. 62% chance. Let us dive for the treasure under these waters. What do we find? Sicilian sword. Just like father. Knight effectiveness up, attraction opinion up, and dynasty opinion up. It's regalia. Not a usable weapon. Sun is high over the camel farm of Sukna. A sick shade beneath the protective hide strung over certain areas of the farm. A sudden grunt startles me as I turn around. Next to me, one of the magnificent beasts had the same idea. Cozies up in the shade. I lean over to pat its elongated head, when the animal, in swift motion, slams me across the floor and sits on my cheek. I regain my bearings, seeing its own nest, and only about 20 paces away, mortified. This beast will make a fine warning to you. Just a bit of mold. Ah, well, camel's head. That's for even more dread game. Head of a disobedient camel. Disinherited. What is that man doing? He can inherit this if she doesn't have children of her own. Thank Allah for refreshing water. So yeah, don't make me mad. Just go, go, go. Finally, some money to get us out of debt. Thus it appears our horseshoes and saddles are in current need of repairs. This is nothing new for everyone who's traveled along the roads. That job by mount requires maintenance and such supplies. The villages of Javia is home to some craftsmen who can repair our horseshoes and saddles for a reasonable price. Of course, we should save our money and not spend on our horseshoes and saddles until they actually break down. We'll pay the craftsman. Better safe than sorry. Back into debt again. We're making good time in our efforts to reach Tobruk. And the flats of Baysan allows us to lower our guard for a few moments. We reached the peak of the valley and looked below. I noticed another entourage diligently paced forward. They seemed to be surveying the area, taking notes and discussing the scenery. Still observing the group, it would appear as if masked riders with raised weapons are quickly approaching from the east. Seems like an ambush, and I hesitate. Is it really my responsibility to safeguard of other travelers? Maybe there's a reward for this. I must act. Me and my entourage ride head first into the would-be assassins, blindsided and completed. How incompetent do you have to be not to have a clear view of your rear? We easily slice through the few that resist, and the rest run off to the wilds. Reluctant to see Amir Yahya staring at me with eyes wide and mouth slightly agape. He snaps out of it, his face features dust. He still seems surprised at grave my intervention. Begs me to come over. It's my good day for the day. There you go. Damn it, not again. You're getting good at this sort of thing. Your high prowess and your high intrigue, you're definitely well protected in defending yourself. Malik and Zenobia are friends. Aren't they already friends? When we get back home, do exploring for the next episode. Go. Cheaper mercenaries and you unlock a private army to help you a little safer. Almost home. Ah, dang it. Muddy roads. Early evening is a time of intense activity for the camp. People and supplies tossed away as our portable home is set down once more. Eventually, it's also when I take a walk to clear my head to escape the noise for the time. As I cross a small dune, I see the last picus rays of the dying sun bath. The desert stretched out before me. An ocean of rose-colored sand stretching out toward the horizon. Beyond that, even. Barren but hardly futureless. Terrain shifting with the late-day winds. It is a beautiful sight, perhaps even one worth sharing. Well, Malik, originally I wanted to stop you and chase you around, so I called for you instead, and we shared a moment together watching a beautiful sunset. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. An enemy, then he became a friend. And we got his band of bandits with us. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will end the episode right here as we're back in Tobruk. So, we'll see you in the next episode of the continued travels, and perhaps return to Italia for the time being, before I go back to North Africa for whatever reason, maybe. But, till the next episode, so long for now.